Less than a minute, about 30 seconds left for the market to open. Just taking a look at where the pre-open rates are right now for the Nifty. We're touted to open with an uptick of 0.1%, so absolutely flat, a very mild hint of a positive bias. 25,756 is at least we're touted to open on the Nifty. Sensex similarly a 0.1% uptick. Same moves coming in for India for Nifty Bank. Pardon me. The India VIX is indicating yet another cool off session, so we'll be watching out for that. But yes, it's going to be some names like Eternal, Dilip Bilkon that we are going to be watching out for on the back of stock specific action, and BHEL of course will be one of them as well. But those are the first rates on your screen right now. For Nifty, we're absolutely flat and slightly below that 25,750 mark is where we've opened. We've edged down to the red. We're absolutely flat. In fact, similar for Nifty Bank and Sensex, absolutely flat open. It's Eternal, Hindalco, BEL seeing less than a 1% gain each, but continuing to rule the Nifty. On the flip side, it's Infosys that has come under pressure after the kind of run-up it saw yesterday. It's lower by about 1.5%. Similar cuts for Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech, Wipro is lower by 0.5%. So it's the IT pack that has opened weak this morning. Coal India seeing another cut of 1.25%. ONGC is the top Nifty loser at open, 2.5% cut coming over there, joined by HDFC Bank, Adani Ports, TCS, Wipro, and all of the other IT stocks. Taking you through some of the stocks that we've been watching out for this morning. Infosys, we've spoken about that on the back of their AI days or their investor day takeaways. That stock under slight pressure. Dilip Bilkon, they've been declared the L1 bidder for a 702 crore project in Gujarat, like we were talking about just a few minutes ago. A 4.25% uptick on Dilip Bilkon at open, strong gap up open for that name. BHEL, they've received an LOA from sale for an order worth 1,200 to 1,500 crore rupees. BHEL not doing all that much, about 0.8% open higher this morning. Dabur India on the back of the change of guard at the top level. Mr. Harjeet S. Bhalla has been appointed as the CEO with effect from April 15. The street not very happy with this 0.7% cut on Dabur India this morning. Eternal, they've expanded the strategic collaboration with OpenAI to enhance AI capabilities across their businesses. Eternal holding up pretty okay, 0.6% uptick. Hexaware Technologies, that's a stock that we're watching out for. They've announced the launch of an open version of RapidX featuring native integration with Replit to try and improve multi-language descriptions into product-ready enterprise software, but that stock is taking a hit of about 1% this morning. Start with Green Energy. Positive news here. The arm has received an order worth 44 crore rupees from an EPC player for the supply of solar PV modules. That's Satwik Green Energies that we're talking about. That stock should be up on your screen next. Other than that, it's Ventive Hospitality. They've completed the acquisition for the rights of Soho House in Mumbai and the expansion for the same in India. That's Ventive. Bharti Airtel, the arm has received RBI registration to operate as a Type 2 non-deposit accepting NBFC. Bharti Airtel absolutely flat this morning. Healthcare Global, the board had a meeting yesterday wherein they were approved fundraising via rights issue for 425 crore rupees. Healthcare Global, 0.7% uptick. And of course, on the back of block deals, we have Nerlon, Stylum Industries, Arvind Smart Spaces. All of these three names are in focus on the back of that. But shifting focus and taking you through what the broader end of the market is doing is CE Infosystems spiking up really well, 7.5% uptick over there. Cohance Life Sciences, 4.5% over there. Godfrey Phillips, just once again want to highlight the cigarette stocks, ITC and Godfrey Phillips. There are multiple brokerage notes that are flagging off the price hikes that these companies have taken, and some also believe that they have taken price hikes to the extent that they will be able to mitigate the bottom line hit expected from the excise duty notification by the government. Godfrey Phillips doing very well today, 4.5% uptick. Also want to see what ITC is doing. ITC did well yesterday. It was one of the top Nifty gainers. Continues to hold on to some gains, 0.6% higher this morning. Transformers and rectifiers is up 4.5%. It's Ola Electric that's trying to see some respite in trade today on the back of that High Court notification coming in, wherein the non-bailable warrant against the promoter, Bhavesh Agarwal, has been put on stay by the Goa High Court. So Ola is up 3.5%. Netweb Tech, HEG, you have Chambal Fertilizers, Inox Wind, Sapphire Foods, Angel One. All of these are some stocks that are perking up well. On the flip side, there's pressure on ONGC, continues to slip in trade, now a 3% cut over there. Oil India, Coal India, Natco Pharma, Triveni Engineering, Persistent Systems. These are some of the top Nifty 500 losers. Another stock to highlight this morning is LG Electronics on the back of an initiation note coming in. So that's a very positive note coming in for LG Electronics, and that's the reason why the stock is doing very well. Goldman Sachs has initiated a buy on LG Electronics, and Morgan Stanley has hiked the target price for Titan. So that's a significant upside for Titan too, and let's see what that stock is doing. Other than